Kia ora. We got here is a system based upon the ESP32 microcontroller, which I have in this little 3D printed case, which collects data from the world and sends it through a wireless network to an API that I've built, which is running alongside of my SQL database here on this Raspberry Pi. We can see here that the API is running. If I were to plug this microcontroller into a power source, like so, we can see that a post request is made whenever the device is powered on. So here we can see a minimal web UI for the microcontroller. And it needs to be minimal to fit onto a microcontroller. So because this is so small, this program will compile and run on an ESP8266 with less than a megabit of flash storage. This UI displays handy values like the system time, which is stored on the database server, and is updated on the microcontroller every time an API request is made, just in case there are any changes on the server. We can also see the current reading value from the sensor, which in our case is just a photoresistor. We can see the latest received HTTP code, and we can see any non-200 HTTP codes alongside the function that received that response, which will show on this line here. There's also a button to refresh the values on this page, as the microcontroller only updates the HTML when a GET request is made. It could be made dynamic, but updating the page dynamically would require constant network requests to the microcontroller hosting these values. We also have a button for posting the current reading and time to the database, but this is just a convenience because the microcontroller is programmed to make post requests at set intervals. So if we go to a terminal where I have SSH'd into the database system and activated the API, we can see that clicking this button does indeed make a post request to the database API. Our last request was 18:10:21 for the time, so if we click post the database again, we can see that the time has changed for our most recent request. In another terminal, where we've also SSH'd into the database system, we can see that the database is indeed updating with our new values. We can see this time here has showed up in our recently posted value. So the code for this system is available on my GitHub, and that'll be linked in the description to this video, so you can feel free to use it as you wish. Unfortunately, however, GitHub doesn't really have a system for cloning physical devices, so you may need to buy your own database server or Raspberry Pi and microcontrollers. Thank you for watching my video, and until next time.